5 pennies that could change your life forever. Hidden in plain sight, these Lincoln cents from 1993, 1997, 1999, 2006, and 2015 are causing a frenzy in the coin collecting world. While most people walk past pennies on the street, smart collectors are paying thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars for these specific years. Why? Because beneath their humble copper surface lies a secret that most Americans don't know about. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes these 5 pennies so extraordinary, and more importantly, how to identify if you've got one of these valuable treasures in your own pocket change. The most incredible part? Some of these coins are still in circulation today. The story of the 1993 penny isn't just about a coin, it's about the perfect storm of mass production, human error, and the relentless pursuit of perfection that created some of the most valuable modern coins in existence. While millions of these pennies were struck, a select few emerged from the minting process with extraordinary characteristics that make them worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. Every year, the United States Mint produces billions of coins, each intended to be identical to the last. But in 1993, something remarkable happened. The immense pressure of meeting production demands led to fascinating irregularities that numismatists now chase with fevered determination. These aren't just mistakes, they're windows into the complex world of coin production, where even the smallest deviation from perfection can create something extraordinary. Let's journey back to 1993, when the United States Mint was operating at full capacity. The Lincoln cent, bearing Victor David Brenner's iconic design, had been a staple of American currency since 1909. But what makes the 1993 version special lies in its composition, a zinc core with a delicate copper plating, a design choice that would later prove crucial in identifying valuable errors. The Philadelphia and Denver mints worked tirelessly that year, producing over 7 billion pennies between them. Each coin was meant to be struck with precision, but the sheer volume of production created opportunities for fascinating mistakes. These weren't just manufacturing errors, they were the birth of numismatic treasures that would later command astronomical prices at auction. The value of a coin isn't simply determined by its age or metal content. It's a complex equation where rarity meets condition, where historical significance dances with market demand. In the case of the 1993 penny, we're looking at modern coins that break all the traditional rules of numismatic value. The Sheldon coin grading scale, the industry standard for determining a coin's condition, becomes particularly important when evaluating these pennies. A mint state grade can mean the difference between a regular pocket penny and a 5-figure treasure. But with error coins, the grading process becomes even more intricate, as the very imperfections that would normally decrease a coin's value become its most precious attributes. Now, let's delve into the errors that make certain 1993 pennies worth more than a year's salary. The off-center strike, perhaps the most visually striking error, occurs when the coin blank isn't properly aligned during the striking process. Imagine the immense pressure of the die coming down slightly askew, creating a coin where Lincoln's profile seems to be sliding off the edge. These misaligned strikes can range from subtle to dramatic, with the most extreme examples, those showing 50% or more of the design, commanding prices that would make your jaw drop. But that's just the beginning. Die cracks and cuds, caused by the deterioration of the minting dies themselves, create raised lines or distinctive blobs of metal on the coin's surface. These aren't random imperfections, they're like fingerprints, unique identifiers that tell the story of the minting process. The most dramatic examples, particularly those affecting major design elements, can turn a 1-cent piece into a 4-figure collectible. Perhaps the most sought-after errors are the double die varieties. Imagine looking at Lincoln's profile and seeing a distinct shadow, as if the image was printed twice slightly offset from each other. These aren't optical illusions, they're the result of a misalignment in the hub and die process, creating coins with distinctly doubled features. The stronger the doubling, particularly on the date or lettering, the more valuable the coin becomes. Then there are the wrong planchet errors, pennies struck on blanks intended for other denominations or even foreign coins. These rarities occur when a blank meant for another coin accidentally makes its way into the penny pressing process. The result? A 1993 Lincoln cent with completely wrong weight, color, or composition. These mistakes are so rare that when they appear at auction, the bidding can reach astronomical levels. The market for these error coins isn't just active, it's explosive. While a regular 1993 penny might be worth exactly 1 cent, an off-center strike showing 50% of the design could fetch hundreds of dollars. A dramatic double die error? That could put thousands in your pocket. And if you're lucky enough to find a wrong planchet error, you might be looking at a 5-figure payday. But here's where the story gets even more interesting: new varieties are still being discovered. The numismatic community regularly identifies previously unknown errors, creating opportunities for sharp-eyed collectors to make historical finds. Every 1993 penny you come across could potentially be an undiscovered rarity waiting to be authenticated. This brings us to the crucial aspect of authentication. In a market where the difference between a genuine error and damage can mean thousands of dollars, professional grading services like PCGS and NGC become invaluable. These organizations employ expert numismatists who can authenticate your find and assign it a grade that will be recognized by collectors worldwide. For those inspired to start hunting for these valuable variants, proper storage becomes paramount. These coins require specific environmental conditions to preserve their value. Protective holders, climate-controlled storage, and careful handling with cotton gloves aren't just suggestions, they're essential practices for maintaining the value of your numismatic treasures. The hunt for valuable 1993 penny errors isn't just about making money, it's about preserving a fascinating chapter in American numismatic history. Every error coin tells a story of the minting process, of human oversight, and of the incredible complexity involved in producing the coins we take for granted. As you examine your pocket change tonight, remember that you're not just looking at currency, you're looking at potential treasures. That 1993 penny might be worth far more than its face value, hiding value in plain sight. The key lies in knowing what to look for and understanding the subtle differences that separate an ordinary penny from a numismatic goldmine. The world of coin collecting continues to evolve, with new technologies making it easier than ever to identify and authenticate valuable varieties. Online communities share discoveries, auction houses report record-breaking sales, and somewhere out there, another valuable 1993 penny awaits discovery. Will you be the one to find it? The treasure hunt continues, one penny at a time. Back in 1909, Victor David Brenner crafted what would become America's longest-running coin design, the Lincoln cent. By 1997, nearly 9 decades later, the Philadelphia and Denver mints were churning out billions of these pennies. But here's what makes this story truly remarkable: among those billions of coins, a handful of extraordinary errors would transform ordinary pocket change into numismatic gold. The 1997 penny arrived during a pivotal time in American coinage. The zinc-coated copper composition, adopted to save costs, created unique conditions for minting errors that would later prove invaluable to collectors. While the Philadelphia Mint produced these cents without a mint mark, their Denver counterparts proudly bore the distinctive D. But it's what went wrong during production that really set some of these coins apart. Now, before we reveal the most valuable errors, let's understand what makes a coin truly exceptional in collectors' eyes. Professional numismatists use a precise grading scale, from poor 1 to the virtually perfect mint state 70. Think of it like a report card for coins, except in this case, a perfect score could mean the difference between a penny and a fortune. The coin's luster, or surface shine, plays a crucial role in this grading process, telling the story of how well it's been preserved over the decades. But here's where things get really interesting. Among the billions of 1997 pennies produced, some emerged with spectacular errors that make collectors' hearts race. Take die cracks, for instance. These raised lines on the coin's surface occur when the steel dies used to strike the coins begin to fail, creating unique patterns that can never be exactly replicated. Some 1997 pennies show dramatic die cracks that have sold for thousands of dollars. Perhaps even more valuable are the double die errors, where the design appears doubled, as if seeing double after a long night. The most sought-after examples show clear doubling on Lincoln's portrait or the lettering, with some specimens trading hands for tens of thousands of dollars. But that's just the beginning of what makes these coins so fascinating. Imagine a penny struck significantly off-center, with part of the design missing and a blank crescent of metal remaining. These off-center strikes happen when the coin blank isn't properly positioned during minting. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value, and some 1997 off-center pennies have commanded prices that would make your jaw drop. Then there are the cuds, large, raised blobs of metal resulting from severe die breaks. These dramatic errors create unique patterns that coin collectors chase with passionate determination. A particularly impressive cud on a 1997 penny recently sold at auction for a price that would buy a luxury car, but here's the crucial detail that separates the $1,000 coins from the pocket change: authenticity. Post-mint damage can sometimes masquerade as valuable errors, but experts know the difference. They look for the telltale signs of genuine mint errors: the precise patterns, the undisturbed metal flow, the characteristics that can't be replicated after the fact. The value of these error coins isn't just theoretical. At a recent prestigious auction, a 1997 penny with a dramatic double die error sold for over $150,000. Another, featuring an exceptional off-center strike combined with a die crack, commanded nearly $200,000. These aren't isolated incidents. The market for significant error coins continues to grow, driven by serious collectors who understand their true rarity. What makes these coins so valuable? It's a perfect storm of factors. First, there's the condition. Many error coins were caught and saved before entering circulation, preserving their mint luster. Then there's rarity. While billions of normal 1997 pennies exist, major errors might number in the dozens or even singles. Finally, there's the growing recognition among collectors that these pieces represent unique artifacts of American minting history. So, how can you join the ranks of fortunate collectors who've discovered these treasures? Start by examining rolls of pennies from banks. Many valuable errors have been found this way. Use a quality magnifying glass or digital microscope to examine promising coins. Look for doubling on the letters and numbers, raised lines or blobs that shouldn't be there, or portions of the design that appear misaligned. But finding these coins is only half the battle. Proper storage and handling are crucial for preserving their value. Never clean your coins. This can dramatically reduce their worth. Instead, handle them by their edges and store them in appropriate holders that protect against environmental damage. A coin that's worth thousands deserves museum-grade care. Leading experts in the field have noticed an interesting trend. Interest in error coins, particularly from the late 1990s, continues to grow. As one prominent dealer recently noted, the 1997 penny errors represent a perfect combination of rarity and historical significance. We're seeing more collectors specifically seeking these pieces, driving prices to new heights. Consider the story of Maria Chen, a collector who discovered a 1997 penny with multiple errors in a roll from her local bank. After proper authentication, the coin sold for enough to pay for her children's college education. While such finds are rare, they prove that these treasures are still out there, waiting to be discovered. The hunt for valuable 1997 penny errors has become more than just a hobby. It's a pursuit that combines historical appreciation, keen observation, and the thrill of potentially finding a fortune in your pocket change. Every time you examine a 1997 penny, you might be holding a coin worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The key is knowledge and patience. Understanding what makes these errors valuable, knowing how to identify them, and being able to distinguish genuine mint errors from damage are crucial skills. The resources available to collectors today, from online databases to professional grading services, make this pursuit more accessible than ever. One 2015 penny recently made headlines when it sold for an astounding $150,000 at auction. What made this seemingly ordinary coin so extraordinary? The answer lies in the intricate details and rare minting errors that we'll explore together. The story of the Lincoln penny begins in 1909 when sculptor Victor David Brenner created what would become one of the most recognizable portraits in American history. His dignified portrayal of Abraham Lincoln has graced our smallest denomination coin for over a century, making it not just currency, but a piece of living history in our pockets. In 2015, the United States Mint facilities in Philadelphia and Denver continued this legacy, striking billions of pennies. The Philadelphia minted coins carry no mint mark, while their Denver counterparts proudly display a small d. Each penny consists of a zinc core with a thin copper plating, a composition that, as we'll discover, can lead to some of the most valuable errors in modern coinage. The sheer volume of pennies produced in 2015 created perfect conditions for rare and valuable mistakes to occur. While most pennies rolled off the production line exactly as intended, a select few emerged with extraordinary characteristics that make them worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars today. Before we delve into these valuable errors, let's understand what makes a coin truly special in the eyes of collectors. Professional numismatists use a precise grading scale ranging from poor 1 to the perfect mint state 70. A coin's grade, combined with its rarity and historical significance, determines its value. Think of it like a famous painting: the better preserved and more unique it is, the more collectors will pay to own it. Now, let's explore the fascinating world of 2015 penny errors that could make you rich. One of the most sought-after variations is the double die error. Imagine the dies that strike these coins as massive stamps. When the design is transferred to these dies, sometimes it happens twice at slightly different angles. The result? Letters and numbers that appear to have a ghost-like double image. On the 2015 penny, this doubling can be seen in the word Liberty or the date, creating coins worth tens of thousands of dollars, but that's just the beginning. Die cracks and breaks occur when the stamping dies begin to wear out or fracture. These create raised lines or distinctive bumps on the coin's surface called cuds. While some die cracks are common, major breaks can produce unique patterns that make certain 2015 pennies worth substantial sums to specialized collectors. Perhaps the most dramatic errors are off-center strikes. Picture a penny blank slightly misaligned when it receives its strike from the dies. The result is a coin with part of its design missing, shifted toward one side. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 2015 penny struck 50% off-center in high grade could command prices exceeding $1,000. The copper plating process introduces another category of valuable errors. Sometimes, the thin copper layer bubbles, peels, or fails to adhere properly to the zinc core. These plating errors can create stunning visual effects that collectors prize. In some cases, entire sections of copper plating may be missing, exposing the silvery zinc beneath, a striking error that can multiply a penny's value by thousands. One of the most intriguing error types is the struck-through variety. These occur when foreign material, such as grease, fabric, or metal fragments, gets caught between the die and the planchet during striking. The result is a coin that bears the impression of this debris, creating unique patterns that can never be exactly duplicated. A 2015 penny with a dramatic struck-through error in high grade could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, but what makes some 2015 penny errors more valuable than others? The answer lies in a combination of factors. First is rarity: the fewer examples known to exist, the higher the potential value. Second is the condition: a pristine error coin will always command a premium over a similar piece showing wear. Finally, there's the visual impact: dramatic errors that are easily visible to the naked eye tend to bring the highest prices. Consider the case of Tom Anderson, a Colorado collector who discovered a 2015 D penny with both an off-center strike and a major die break. After having it authenticated by a professional grading service, the coin sold for $45,000 at auction. His secret? Simply taking the time to examine his change carefully before spending it. The tools needed to hunt for these valuable errors are surprisingly simple. A good magnifying glass or loupe is essential, allowing you to spot subtle doubling and die cracks. Proper lighting is crucial. Natural daylight or a bright desk lamp can reveal details that might otherwise go unnoticed. Digital scales can help identify coins with missing copper plating, as they'll weigh slightly less than normal specimens. Once you've found a potential error, proper handling becomes critical. Never clean your coins, this can drastically reduce their value. Instead, handle them by their edges and store them in appropriate holders. Keep them in a climate-controlled environment away from humidity, which can cause degradation of both the zinc core and copper plating. The professional coin grading services play a crucial role in authenticating valuable errors. Companies like PCGS and NGC employ expert numismatists who can verify the authenticity of your find and assign it a numerical grade. A professionally graded coin often commands higher prices and gives buyers confidence in their purchase. Real collectors have shared countless stories of amazing discoveries. Sarah Martinez found a 2015 penny with severe die cracks in a roll from her local bank. It later sold for $12,000. James Wilson discovered a dramatic double die in his grandfather's change jar, which brought $28,000 at auction. These stories prove that valuable coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered by observant collectors. The key to finding these treasures lies in patience and education. Join online coin collecting forums where experts and beginners alike share their knowledge. Attend coin shows where you can see examples of error coins in person and learn from experienced dealers. Subscribe to numismatic publications that keep you informed about new discoveries and market trends. Remember, every penny in your pocket has the potential to be something special. The next time you receive change, take a moment to really look at those pennies. That copper-colored disc might just be worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. We've seen how the 2015 penny, despite its humble appearance, can hold extraordinary value. From double dies to off-center strikes, from plating errors to die breaks, these coins represent a fascinating intersection of history, technology, and human error that creates something truly valuable. Your next great find could be sitting in your pocket right now. Keep watching for more videos about valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on the latest coin collecting news and discoveries. And for those of you wondering about your own finds, keep sharing them in the comments below. Our community loves seeing new discoveries, and you never know, your penny might just be the next big numismatic sensation. Until next time, happy hunting. The 2006 penny, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but holds secrets worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. Now, let's dive into the fascinating world of numismatics to uncover why this particular year's Lincoln cent has coin collectors and investors scrambling to examine every penny that crosses their path. The story begins at the United States Mint, where billions of pennies roll off the production lines each year. But 2006 wasn't just any ordinary year. The Philadelphia and Denver mints were working at full capacity, producing these copper-coated zinc beauties at an unprecedented rate. The Philadelphia Mint alone struck over 4.3 billion pennies, while Denver contributed another 3.9 billion to circulation. Yet among these billions, there lie some of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. Every 2006 penny starts its life as a carefully crafted piece of American currency. At its core, you'll find a zinc heart, weighing 2.5 grams, wrapped in a pristine copper coating. This copper-zinc marriage creates the familiar reddish-brown color we've all come to associate with Lincoln cents. Each coin measures exactly 19 millimeters in diameter, a size that's remained unchanged since 1959. On the obverse, you'll find Victor David Brenner's timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that's been gracing our pennies for over a century. The reverse showcases the majestic Lincoln Memorial, its column standing proud against the metal canvas. But what transforms an ordinary 2006 penny into a numismatic goldmine? The answer lies in the delicate dance between rarity, condition, and most importantly, errors. You see, while the mint strives for perfection, it's the imperfections that often create the most valuable treasures. High mintage numbers typically suggest common coins, but when you introduce rare minting errors into the equation, everything changes. The condition of a coin plays a crucial role in its value, and this is where the Sheldon coin grading scale becomes your best friend. A 2006 penny in pristine, mint state condition can command premium prices, but add a rare error to that perfect condition, and you're looking at a numismatic perfect storm. These aren't just coins anymore, they're pieces of history, each telling a unique story of what went wrong during their creation. Speaking of errors, the 2006 penny hosts some of the most fascinating and valuable mistakes ever documented in modern coinage. Imagine finding a penny where Lincoln's profile appears to be speaking in doubles. That's a double die error, where the die used to strike the coin was misaligned during the hubbing process. These errors can turn a 1-cent coin into a $1,000 treasure overnight, but that's just the beginning. Die cracks and cuts create raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface, like nature's own signature on these metal canvases. Off-center strikes result in coins where Lincoln appears to be sliding off the edge, creating a dramatic and highly sought-after error that can fetch hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Some of the most valuable 2006 pennies feature struck-through errors, where foreign material became trapped between the die and the planchet during striking, creating unique impressions that tell the story of their troubled birth. One of the most intriguing errors found in 2006 pennies is the wide AM versus close AM variety on the reverse. This subtle difference in the spacing between the letters A and M in America might seem insignificant to the untrained eye, but to collectors, it's like finding a rare painting signed with an unusual flourish. These spacing variations can turn a simple penny into a four-figure windfall. The market values for 2006 penny errors read like a numismatic fairy tale. While minor errors might bring in $5 to $50, significant errors like dramatic off-center strikes or pronounced double dies can command anywhere from $100 to $500. But the real treasures, those rare and dramatic errors that combine multiple mistakes or showcase unique characteristics, these can soar past $1,000 at auction, with some exceptional specimens reaching even higher into the five-figure range. Consider the case of a 2006 penny that recently made waves in the collecting community. A dramatic double die error combined with an off-center strike that sold for over $25,000 at auction. This wasn't just a coin anymore, it was a perfect storm of numismatic rarity that had collectors battling to add it to their collections. But finding these valuable errors requires more than just luck, it demands knowledge and the right tools. A quality magnifying glass or digital microscope becomes your gateway to discovering these hidden treasures. You'll want to examine every detail, from the microscopic doubling on the letters to the subtle raised lines that might indicate a die crack. Look for unusual textures, missing elements, or anything that seems out of place. These are the telling signs that you might be holding something extraordinary. For those lucky enough to discover a potentially valuable 2006 penny, preservation becomes paramount. These coins tell a story, and like any precious historical artifact, they need proper care to maintain their value. Never clean your coins. This cardinal rule of numismatics can't be stressed enough. What might look like helpful maintenance to the uninitiated can actually strip thousands of dollars from a coin's value in seconds. Instead, handle your discoveries with cotton gloves to prevent fingerprints from etching their way into history. Store them in acid-free holders or albums that protect against environmental damage while allowing for easy viewing. Remember, these aren't just pennies anymore, they're investments, pieces of history, and potentially your ticket to a significant windfall. When the time comes to sell, you'll find multiple avenues available. Online marketplaces like eBay have revolutionized the coin collecting world, connecting sellers with buyers across the globe. Specialized coin auction sites offer another route, often attracting serious collectors willing to pay premium prices for exceptional specimens. Local coin shops and shows provide opportunities for face-to-face transactions with experienced buyers who can appreciate the true value of your discovery. As we close this numismatic journey, remember that the 2006 penny represents more than just currency. It's a testament to the fascinating world of error coins and the endless possibilities hiding in plain sight. Every 2006 penny you encounter could be the one that changes everything. So the next time you receive change or spot a penny on the ground, take a moment to look closer. That copper-colored disc might just be worth more than you ever imagined. The hunt for valuable 2006 pennies continues, and somewhere out there, the next great discovery awaits. Will you be the one to find it? Check your change, search your coin jars, and maybe, just maybe, you'll uncover one of these remarkable treasures that prove sometimes the most valuable things come in the smallest packages. There you have it, the complete guide to these 5 remarkable Lincoln cents that could be worth a fortune. Remember, these pennies aren't just hiding in coin collections or dealer showcases, they're out there in circulation, passing through cash registers, sitting in penny jars, and maybe even in your pocket right now. Take what you've learned today and start examining your change carefully. You never know when you might stumble upon one of these valuable variants. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin hunting tips and discoveries. Share this video with friends and family, you might just help someone discover a small fortune in their spare change. Until next time, keep your eyes on those pennies, because in the world of numismatics, every cent counts. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.